Well, Hurricane Ian is gone, but it will have a lasting effect on the impacted areas for months, if not years. NBC News has confirmed at least 77 people died from the storm, and that number is expected to rise. NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest from Florida.
Days after Ian tore through Florida, the storm's still packing a punch. So much rain fell, rivers and streams are rising. People are being evacuated as levees are pushed to the limit. Entire communities remain surrounded by water.
A lot of flood. I mean, it's really incredible the amount of flood that we're seeing.
In southwest Florida, search teams continue plucking survivors from their homes using helicopters and boats. But people in some of the hardest hit areas wonder where all the help is.
There has been no communication. Nobody official has come onto the island to tell us what's going on.
We don't have places to go. We have no cars to get there.
As they gather whatever they have left, survivors like Terry Wetzel keep saying the same thing.
And I've seen a lot, but I ain't never seen nothing like this.
After leaving Florida, Ian made a second U.S. landfall in South Carolina, bringing with it coastal flooding. Saturday night, its remnants soaked the mid-Atlantic. But amidst all the stories of death and loss, there have been some uplifting moments, too. An Orlando nurse has reunited with TV reporter Tony Atkins, who saved her from rising floodwaters.
He was there for me when I needed him. He's my knight in shining armor. You know, he was there to rescue me.
The best of humanity shining through during a time of intense darkness.
Well, officials in Florida say at least 1,000 people have been rescued from their homes since Ian struck. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden plan to travel to Florida on Wednesday. And we asked Meet the Press moderator Chuck Todd for his thoughts on the frustrations Floridians are feeling.
Here's what he said ahead of his show this morning.
Well, Isabel and Brianna, I would say the one place where there is frustration, Lee County, that encompasses Fort Myers, obviously the heart of some of the destruction, just horrendous destruction, and that huge storm surge. And Lee County was late in mandating an evacuation, and some people never got word that there was a mandatory evacuation. Some, by the time they got it, it was a bit too late to pull it off. And they did wait. It's pretty clear when you go through the sort of tick-tock of when the warnings came from the Weather Service, what was possible. They seem to even perhaps violate, according to the New York Times, their own set of protocols of when they should have ordered a mandatory evacuation. So, look, there's going to be some after action, especially given the fact that Lee County, which made this decision right now, has more deaths than any other county hit by Ian. Look, overall, the southwest part of the state of Florida is going to take years to recover. This isn't a week's or a month's thing. This is years. That is how devastating this destruction was.
Hard to hear about there. Well, this morning, Chuck has Florida Senator Rick Scott and exclusive interviews with the governor of North Carolina and the NATO Secretary General on the show.
You can watch at 10 a.m. right after Go.